later. You get the Follow Wind. Pretty good. This is only a utility Keyblade. You never really use it in a normal run. There are some challenges and stuff that require you to pick up more orbs. And since the pickup ability stacks, you stack it with the ones that you get from leveling up, plus that one, which gives you additional ability to pick up any sort of items on the ground. So it lets you do a mission later. That's something about this game that's pretty interesting. Most of the Keyblades are very similar. The amount of stats they give you isn't relevant after the first part of the game. They're too low to actually make a difference in stat-wise. So they all do have unique abilities though, which is why you'd be changing them out. To do all the content in the game, all the post-finishing the game and all those little challenges and stuff, you would be pretty much switching to every Keyblade. Every Keyblade does get used, which is pretty nice because normally in a game there are times, such as in Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, where they'll give you a Keyblade and it's not even worth equipping because they'll like give you a Keyblade, another cutscene will happen, then you'll get another Keyblade after that, and this new Keyblade you get is outclasses the one you just got like a few minutes ago. You never even think about equipping the one that the story gives you. It's a weird choice, but I mean, what can you do? Okay, so that wheel thing, you just gotta hit the weak point. I'm not really going for anything special here, but one note is you can actually blow that thing up. All the enemies that appear on screen you can actually kill. So with enough upgrades or like specific builds for higher damage, you could be eliminating pretty much everything on the screen that you see at once. This is actually pretty good. The song here is really amazing. I'm gonna let it play for a little bit. One thing also about these gummy ship missions are different enemies on screen. Like the more, like this X-shaped creature here is actually Heartless. The Heartless ship, and the more like smooth designed enemies are Nobodies. Sometimes you'll see Nobodies and Heartless ships attacking each other, and they also end up destroying each other a good number of times, which is pretty interesting. Especially because, you know, they're lost in space combat. So these are all Nobody ships here. Especially the little ones. And then some of the more ship-looking ones are Heartless. Yeah, that was pretty easy, so we got through that. We're going to be heading to Agrabah, I believe. Ancient Highway. That should be Agrabah. So, this is more of like a... I believe maybe it's Aladdin 2, but I'm not actually sure because I haven't watched that one. The story here is a continuation from the first story. So Jafar has been imprisoned and he's going to be returning, and we'll see how that goes. Overall, they actually made this world much better. It's way more open since these areas are more of sandboxy now. Oh, well, they used to be more sandboxy. They're a bit more streamlined, but they did increase the size of the worlds quite a bit. So Agrabah feels more like a city now instead of like a narrow hallway, which it was in the first game.
Agrabah, we made it!
Gosh, I wonder how Aladdin and Jasmine are doing.
One downer about this is that you never actually get to go into the palace. If Aladdin does return for the third movie,
Donald, you were thinking the same
third game, maybe they'll have the third movie, but getting into the palace would be pretty cool.
Uh-oh, it's a Iago!
I don't believe it was announced for Kingdom Hearts 3 though.
You're
Though,
not
so
once.
No, I mean it's not the
I
old
wouldn't
me.
really count on
I turned
it.
over a new feather. I'm legit. No more scams. Promise.
That's your new scam.
You gotta believe me.
Sora, let's go.
I was stuck
I
inside
wouldn't
that
trust
lamp with
him.
Jafar, remember? But I finally escaped. Then
looks
some
pretty
things
fair.
happened.
So, free as a bird, huh?
Have fun.
Gorsh fillers.
Maybe we
he
can
looks
do
pretty
that.
sad.
I want to apologize to Aladdin and Jasmine. Could you guys maybe put
Okay,
in
so
a
we're
good
gonna
word
fight
for
some
me?
Heartless. I believe you can use this
Sure.
fight as well.
We can do that,
But
can't
we'll
we?
just kill some of these guys. Then the onslaught is not going to be stopping, and we're going to be escaping into that room with the little red drapes. Gonna use wisdom form here. Yep, just enough to level up. Pretty good. You get the auto wisdom ability that lets you use wisdom when your issues are critical. With the condition that you have enough drive bars to use it. It's good in a pinch, but normally you don't equip anything like that. So one good thing is any drive changes you do are actually on model for Sora. So in cutscenes he'll appear in the same clothes that you have
Where are they all coming
while
from?
you're in gameplay, which is a pretty nice touch.
Ah! 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 Hello! Woo! Woo!
Okay, let's take a look. We might have something to synthesize now. And there's some good equipment here, but I believe if we can synthesize something, it'll be much better than what we currently have. Take a look at our equipment. Yeah, the Pyraga and the Dark. Equip those aerial finishers. For some reason, I didn't even think about putting them on earlier. So the one I just equipped a finisher to change the diving attack I have. So one is going to be like a flip sort of attack, and the other one is like basically you'll see like multiple waves of energy kind of like leave from the Keyblade, create some streaks in the air, and that hits like multiple enemies at once in the air. So that's like a good group finisher once you've knocked them up. Yeah, that one right there. Yeah, it's a good one. So during story events like this, there are no Heartless that spawn in this area, so you're actually free to just grab all the items, which I'm going to do right now. It's pretty good for exploration, but it gives you some time to kind of look around Agrabah before all the enemies start killing you. Most people will just go right to basically the palace, which is right there. It's a very short walk, but if you do decide to go off the path, you can find all the items here.
Jasmine!
Oh, what a bunch of hands.
Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Your Majesty.
I never had the chance to
Wow,
thank
there are
you
a
for
couple
before.
stalls here.
You helped
The
Aladdin
merchants who
defeat
have
that
this,
awful
who
Jafar
can sell
and
stuff
save
in this courtyard
Agrabah.
must be
All in a
super
day's
rich.
work. But, it looks like the Heartless are up to no good again. Is there any way we can help you out?
I think we're all right for now.
And you always got Aladdin.
He hasn't been himself lately.
Huh? Is it because of the Heartless?
I'm not sure. Usually, he's the same cheerful
He
Aladdin.
misses the life
But
as a street
sometimes
rat.
He just seems
Maybe.
sad.
Could be Genie also.
He leaves the palace and goes off by himself all the time. I've asked him about it, but he says nothing's wrong. He's gone again today. What if he doesn't come back this time?
Hey,
Yep, and then
maybe he's
he
got a
ruins the
secret
whole
girlfriend.
thing.
I know. I'll go find out who she is.
Iago! Quick, Sora! Oh, catch him! And I'll warn the
I'm
guards
skipping
and
the
everyone
rest
in
of
the
the
palace.
cutscene. Basically, we
thing.
leave and we
Iago's
bump
not-
into Aladdin, and he's gonna join the party. Just right outside the tower on his way back, even
Nice
though he
move.
said he's been missing
Maybe
for
it's
a few
something you
days.
said.
Aladdin's pretty good. He's really fast in this game, and when he attacks enemies, he can actually bounce off of them and then attack again. When I do the kind of showcase video with the limits, his limit's really cool. It's actually one of the better ones. Get some extra, some additional, oh, he stopped his reaction command there. Yeah, so Aladdin also has an added ability where I can turn it on or off. There is an ability where every time you hit enemy, when you use his limit, you can actually get money. So if you're looking for a place to farm money, this would be the place. A lot of these enemies here actually do also give money, and I'm being stun locked. Yeah. Okay, those are called Global Rocks, I believe. They're a new type of magician class Heartless. They do this thing where they kind of warp away from a location and they leave an energy ball there, and it hits for not a lot of damage, but it does hit a lot of time, which makes it really dangerous. Get that bright stone to avoid them. They do die pretty fast if you can catch them before they teleport the silver off. So I'm gonna be showing that off actually later, where there's like a whole group of them. Okay, so we figured out who has a lamp. It's the peddler here. Yeah, we got the dough. So he's on to us. Okay, so we're gonna try to figure out a place to go to get the treasure the sky wants. I'd say the Cave of Wonders is the best spot. So it's a bit easier to get this than the first game. You don't have to really go through the desert. You could just go there right now, which I think I'm just gonna run right there. Adjusting some settings here on my TV. And we should be going in just a second. Okay, so this is the bazaar. This is like a place that wasn't really included in the first game. It's pretty cool. It's a large open area with a lot of stalls, but you get ambushed by Heartless, and you end up destroying this place, which is pretty funny. I believe you can destroy every single thing in here. Okay. I'll destroy the thing I was on. But we can get them pretty easily. So this is pretty cool. Like the bandits have been upgraded. They have 2 swords. You get to match swords, 2 weapons. They're like, if sword can wield 2 weapons, so can we. I'm gonna pretty much pick up every item. I'm gonna see trouble. They do have low health and they're pretty strong against magic, so you just gotta whack them. Hey. In the open. So I'll come in and like blow up the stalls to get to them. There's quite a few actually hidden in this area. I think there's like 4 to 5 chests in this room. Oh wow, dude, he's so fast. They are a bit tougher in this game. The large bodies and these Crimson Bandits. The Crimson Bandits show up a lot in this part. The Fat Bandits don't really show up too much in this game, or in the first game. They're a bit tougher to fight because they increase the tracking range. So if you try to get behind them, they don't really let you do that anymore, so they're much harder in this game than they are in the previous game.
It's over.
So yeah, those guys are causing some trouble. But we did get some good items off them. Power Stone and a Bright Stone. Another Power Charge. Yeah, there's a good mix of items here that you get. I should be able to synthesize something pretty cool later. This is what I'm hoping for.
Back off.
This is the last chest in the room, I believe. Yeah. So this is like a little oasis spot that's right outside the city. There are multiple paths here, but you can only take one because the other one is blocked by story progression. I'm gonna pick up an item here to the left. Okay, and then we're gonna continue on to the Cave of Wonders. This time you don't have to fight the giant lion head, which is kind of sad, but it's pretty cool. You don't get to repeat that. You can just go right in, it's already open. But there is an ambush here.